last part of toward a new pitch and articulation mindset is working with yourself. This should be just as if you were approaching the theremin for the first time. Do you remember what it was like and all the experimentation you did to begin to play and feel comfortable? Now, at this point, you are very, very well served by doing the same thing again. First, we usually, when we practice or play, come, turn the theremin on, set it up, and just play. Next time you come to the theremin to play, just turn it on, set it up, and stop. Step back and scan your entire body. Plant yourself. Make sure that you're feeling as comfortable as you can. Consciously give yourself the chance to relax, to breathe, and to review every part of your body that feels tense. Then review your mind for feelings of anticipation or tension that might be related to what you're about to play. Just stand and please take 5 really deep breaths. Five of those. And then wait. Wait until every part of you says, go. This sounds easy, but when you try it, I think you'll be surprised at how many thoughts occur to you, how long it takes you to really empty out, and then to really be honest with yourself and say, I'm ready. Number 2, work with your stance and your hand positions, particularly the pitch hand. If you're someone who stands straight on the theremin, your elbows up, and everything is done directly in front of the antenna, change it up and stand on a diagonal. Try different hand positions. Try a different stance. Lower it. Come in like this. Change it up. If you're someone who plays this way, and many people do, because from my left to the right, where the pitch rod is, it reminds us of a piano keyboard. As you go to the left, it gets lower. As you go to the right, it gets higher. And many people find this orientation very helpful. But if you're someone who plays this way, change it up and come to this position or this position, any position in between. If you're someone who uses a hand in a C position and you play however you play and your hand stays somewhat static and you're moving your fingers like this, change it up and try this position where you're going back and forth and using fingers in a more specific way to articulate. If you're someone who uses this hand position all the time and this approach, change it up. Change to a looser hand position and see what you can come up with. Experiment with everything that has to do with stance, hand position, and the direction in which you're facing the theremin. Then experiment with the height of the theremin. Right now, I'm very comfortable with it as low as possible. I like making a minimal amount of gesture and just relaxing and being able to concentrate the energy outward from here into playing. But when I first started, I had to have the theremin here. It's just what felt comfortable. My hands were up in both cases. I held them way up. But experiment with different heights. Consciously say, today I'm going to try to play it here. Today I'll try to play it here, and so on. Experiment, because as you're looking at these, they will pull you out of your comfort zone, but they will reveal playing options to you. Give yourself permission to explore the options to the point where you find something that works better than what you're working with now. Finally, in working with yourself, please take a look at this. Now, I'm only able to show you just a little tiny bit of what I'm going to ask you to do. But you saw a few selections of portions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, each one being played in a completely different way. And that is your final assignment for working with yourself. Do it with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star first. Play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in its entirety 5 completely different ways. Use different rhythms, different tempos, different registers in pitches, different ways of articulation. Call on every skill that you have to make sure that all 5 sound completely different. Try it in different styles. You might try something that to you sounds like a jazz style or a classical music style. Slow, fast, and anything in between, but play it 5 completely different ways. Then take a song that you know, one that you are very comfortable playing, and change it up and play it 5 completely different ways. And make sure, please, that you record yourself doing this. Then review your recordings to hear how different your interpretations have become. Work with this a lot. Give yourself these options. It will put into practice precisely all of the different techniques that you bring to your playing as a conscious decision to change the way a song sounds as many different ways as you can. Ultimately, all of the new pitch and articulation mindset techniques that you've now seen are going to act in concert and really give you a way of moving to another level as a player.